This picture is right out of The Guardian this morning, the Guardian newspaper, and it's an article about the redwood forest. And of course, Donna lives near the redwoods in California, but I'm just going to read to you. It struck me. I had something else in mind today, but this really struck me. In 2020, I just had the article up, but here it is. In August of 2020, wildfire burned almost the entire Big Basin Redwoods State Park in California. Redwood trees dating back 1,500 years and among the tallest living things on Earth were affected. Now, they are naturally fire resistant thanks to their thick bark, but the fire was so intense and flamed so high that the tree's foliage was destroyed. Even in tree canopies more than 300 feet high, needles and foliage was destroyed. It was feared the redwoods would never recover, but something incredible happened. Many of the trees started sprouting tiny leaf needles from blackened trunks and branches, and 2 years later, the forest has turned completely green. So I just felt like it's such a story of resilience, and a message to us from nature that even in the sorrow, look at the ferns growing, right? And the moss, and things are renewing. So it took a while. I mean, yeah, it took a couple years, 4 years. So patience and resilience. I thought we'd work with that a little bit today, and just see how spirit leads us, because that's all I've got planned. So I'll invite us to begin, as always, with our breath. I'm just going to let you breathe as you see fit and really find a rhythm that works for you. Because some days it feels good to really breathe in, and some days it feels good to really sigh and breathe it out. And some days it feels good to do both. So see what feels good to you and your body today. Drawing our attention to the third eye, the forehead. Our center of intuition and insight. Let that part of you open. And then drawing your attention up to the top of your head, the crown chakra, the seventh chakra. And you might even tune into sunshine and the power of sun. And allow the rays of sun to shine down upon you. And you may visualize this like the sun coming through the trees on our screen here, or you may feel it as energy. Use your spiritual senses. That's what I think we were asked to open with our third eye there. So you may visualize, you may feel in a body kinesthetic way. You may hear little messages or birds chirping. There's no right way to do this kind of guided visualization or using your spiritual imagination. Just open to what works for you. Ask Spirit to support you and begin to receive divine energy through the top of your head. Begin to feel your bubble all around you, also full of bright, shiny light, divine light. And feel the presence of everyone else on this call and those who listen to the recording. And imagine us gathered together at the trailhead in this beautiful redwood forest. The air is warm. The breeze is light. The road beneath us is soil, dirt, hard packed. So feel your feet. Imagine your feet on the dirt path and begin to engage your spiritual imagination as we walk slowly together, single file because the path is narrow, noticing the ferns, the shrubbery, the moss, new growth. And just feel ourselves stop at a nice grove of trees like the one in our photo. And we don't even need to be in a circle. We can all just be there on the path. And you just might imagine yourself lifting your arms up like a tree. You can do it yourself or just imagine that we're all standing on this path with our arms raised, welcoming Spirit's love. And the treetops may be just barely moving because they're so tall, but just the slightest sway, if it feels good in your body to sway left and right, do that for yourself. Otherwise, just imagine the trees in a slight, slow rhythm, the wind and the treetops and the sunshine. When we are moving through hard times, which is just par for the course and part of life, we can call on Spirit and the elements and all of nature to support us. We're not alone. If it feels right and good, just now tune into the bottom of your feet again and really feel yourself from top to bottom. You may imagine you are a tree, like a tree, with your legs, the trunk, your arms, the branches. You may imagine that your legs are roots and that your torso's trunk. Whatever works for you, feel the energy of tree supporting you. If you want to add some movement, you can use your hands and draw them up, even if you're seated, just from your knees, drawing up. Draw your hands up, draw the energy up and out and around. Earth energy rising up, out, and around. Might even feel like you're cupping energy in your hands and then right, you're just moving it up through your body, out and around. Earth energy up from the roots of your tree. Now, tune in as you continue to let the energy flow. Tune into a chakra or an energy center for you that may need some shoring up. Just do a body scan starting at the top. Let's start at the top today. The crown chakra, connection to spirit. Down to your forehead, checking that, just tuning in with your own intuition. Just doing a body scan down into your throat chakra. Is there anything about the throat that wants to open, to communicate and hear? We'll come back. You're going to come back to all of these or any of these that need some love. Down to the heart chakra, your sense of self-compassion, compassion for others. The next one is that third chakra, the power chakra, right beneath your ribs, your personal power, your strength. Down into the belly, your feelings and creativity. And then root chakra, your sense of belonging and connection and safety. Allowing divine energy to flow from top to bottom and let it just stop at whichever of the chakras wants a little attention. I'll just hold some silence while you do that yourselves. You can place your hands there if you'd like. You might imagine a wheel turning smoothly, not too fast, not too slow. A wheel or a flower opening. Just let that particular energy center be shored up, nourished by divine energy, life force. And then from wherever you are, travel to your heart center. Put your hand there if you'd like. Let's just engage our own compassion and then ask that to be really nourished by life force, universal life force energy, so that we have the capacity to offer compassion, to feel with others, and all those we've named, those who are struggling with health, and mental health, isolation, withdrawal, all those who are in the healing process, the recovery process. Just feel the power of this group combined with life force energy, with spirit, traveling to those, just imagining light surrounding those people, and they get to receive it if they'd like. Just offer it to them. And then dropping down to our bellies and engaging with a sense of joy, the feeling of joy. Notice if you can feel joy down there in the gut. You may feel it somewhere else, but just feel a sense of joy, and with the things we've shared today that are worthy of praise and rejoicing. The completion of treatments, the improvements of health, rebirth, like this redwood forest here, resilience. Now let us give thanks to the natural world, to trees and ferns, dirt and sunshine, to air and water. We give thanks. We are nature. We're not separate from it. And by just noticing its power and its support, we offer an offering of gratitude. We thank Spirit, however you conceive of it, life force energy, God's love, whatever works for you, that which is bigger than us. And find your feet once again on the dirt path. This time with the sunshine at your back. And feel your feet crunching along, imagining us walking together. And in your imagination, travel from the forest back to the room where you are, the seat where you sit, and gently open your eyes and return.